Could I invite Michael, if you would join me at the front, please? Thank you. Michael, we are most grateful for these banners up here with some poems on them. Would you like to tell us about, I think, one in particular?
The poems are part of a work of a book that I've written of poems, mostly about my family or people I've known who have suffered as the result of the war, the two world wars. And it was in two parts. The first part is about the sorrow, and the second part is about the love of life and all the beautiful things that give us peace.
And I think there's a particular story behind one of them.
But it was that one.
That one there.
The one on my right is of this young man, Cyril. He was an uncle of mine by marriage, and at the age of 21, he joined the Navy and was serving on a couple of very large aircraft carriers until one of them was sunk by the German submarine. And I wrote this poem because he has no grave. His parents were never able to put flowers on his grave and talk silently to God with him in mind, other than the fact that he was lost at sea. And so this one over here, Deep, Deep is the Deep, is the poem about his life and how he lost it for the sake of his country.
And I think you're going to read it for us?
I'm going to read it.
Thank you.
Deep, deep lies the deep. In a Welsh colliery town lived a miner, clad as he was in dust of coal black, the dark black robes of the pit. As wives did then, they boiled their pans when they heard their men climb the hill of Crumlin home. Our boy waited to see his father in, all white teeth and lunchbox tin and fingers to the bone. Our Cyril loved his dad and his mum, his sisters too, and vowed when he grew up to be a man, a miner he would be, who, through and through, would follow father into the black pit swallow. So when his day came, and he went deep, deep into the pit, his watch to keep, he did so well, just like his dad, brave enough to face the dark and heaving ground swell. Yet later came his father's voice, "This is not for you, do life another way, and find a deeper well." So he joined up, the King's Navy it was, and that brave swell took him off to distant shores and bells. From furious to courageous he was led, and saw the war begin. And for not a moment did he forget, his world was mostly made of tin. She took off as he stoked her well, deep within her midship bowels, and he did not hesitate to follow all commands, every day and every hour, that duty calls and flowers. He left the mines and coal black to shovel back a furnace of a different sort, and when the torpedo struck, he was there and took it and all its mighty retorts. And now the deep owns his flesh, and his mother has every right to weep. Deep, deep is the deep, and our boy lies there asleep, and his strong watch we always do keep.
Michael, thank you. If anyone wants to borrow or read something, I'm sure
I'll put the book of poems at the back and photographs that relate to that one and the book.
Thank you so much.